Greetings, people of the internet, and welcome to 8 Bits in a Whole New Basement. So, you may remember that about a month ago, there was a little bit of a disaster with a burst pipe, and all of my stuff got completely doused in water, and I thought it was destroyed. But luckily, it wasn't. None of it was plugged in, and when it was left to dry out properly, everything works again as normal. You see the two TVs here, the computer, which I've upgraded since, but the old one I had that got very wet is still working away fine, and keyboards and all that, and also my color computer too, which got well soaked. That's working away perfectly as well. So all's well that ends well, really, I suppose. But in the last video, I showed you this lower part of the basement, which is really two rooms. I've got a large room and a smaller room, and they're kind of divided off with a small little wall. And what I did was I went down to the local hardware store and I bought a load of wood and a load of sheeting, and I built a stud partition to continue that little wall up to the ceiling. And then I threw up my slabs of sheeting across that partition wall, drilled a few holes in it, added a couple of power sockets so that I could power my TVs and old computers and whatnot. And I built myself a bench, a kind of a floating bench. It's up off the ground. And the reason for that being that, well, it is a basement that I'm in, and when it rains heavy or when there's snow and that snow melts, water can seep in onto the floor here, and I don't want the bench leaching up water and all that kind of stuff. So that's the reason I did that. Now, around the other side, in the smaller room, I haven't slabbed the other side of the partition yet, but that's what I'm going to do. I've got those electrical wires there. They're not exposed, but they are accessible. So I'm going to add another plug socket. I'm going to sheet that, and I'm going to put in another bench and make myself a little rework station, kind of a solder area where I can repair stuff and all the rest, which is actually light years ahead of what I had before, because before everything was done in one area and I had to move stuff around and all the rest. And what I have now is I've got my front area, which you see here, which I will use for making videos and for showing you all stuff and all that kind of thing. And around the back there, which I'll use for making little devices and for repairing computers and all, and I'll film stuff in there as well. But it means that I don't have to tidy loads of stuff away to do something else. I can leave work in progress on a bench and come back to it at my leisure and not have to set up everything each time. So it's fantastic. Now, on to the next thing. You may also remember that in the last video I spoke of having got to 100 subscribers. Since then, we're after adding a few more. There's another 7 subscribers after subscribing, which is fantastic. So thanks to absolutely everybody from the very beginning who has subscribed. And I said that there was going to be a giveaway. Now, there would have been this giveaway a long time ago, only for there was a burst pipe, and I kind of got thrown around for a month or so doing this. So here's the giveaway. What I've got for you here are 3 Atkins blasts. Now, I'm only going to be giving one of them away for the moment. They will all eventually be given away, but for the moment there's only going to be one given away. So the idea is that whoever wins will choose the one they want, and I will send it to them. But basically what the Atkins blast is a HDMI dongle that plugs into a HDMI TV, and it's paired with a little controller. And what it basically is a little Atari 2600 emulator with some preloaded games. So there were 5 or 6 different models available. I've got 3 of them here. I've got Centipede 1, Space Invaders, and the Activision games one. And basically, yeah, that's what they are. And if you want to win one, all you need to do is leave a comment down below. Just leave a comment below. You can, whatever you want. If you want to tell me what you'd like to see new videos about or whatever. If you just want to tell me stop making videos, crap, or if I don't know, whatever you wish, whatever you want, just let me know you're out there and subscribe. And if those 2 things are met, then you're entered into the competition. And we'll say we'll put 2 weeks on it as a closing date. And yeah, what we will do then is I will either by drawing the name out of a hat or have one of these old computers or whatever, pick a name and make a video on it. And on St. Patrick's Day, because because me being Irish, St. Patrick's Day thing, I will post the video of whomsoever has won. And yeah, what we'll do then is whoever has won, private message me with your address and I will send it to you. It doesn't matter where you're living in the world, I'll have it shipped to you. Okay, so what's going to be coming up on the channel in future? Well, I've got a couple of ideas. You will remember that I did 2 videos on a Leningrad Spectrum clone. And in those videos I mentioned that there was upgrades that could be done. There was one for a sound chip using an AY chip to add music and stuff to the Spectrum. And also a memory upgrade from 48K to 128K. Well, since then I've gotten the parts and I will build up those and show you the results of them. Now, I'm not going to make really in-depth videos on it or whatever. I'll just show the parts at the beginning. If anything interesting happens during the build, I'll show you that. I'll show you the finished product, and then we'll do a little demo and see if it works and whatever. You know, I'm not going to go too deep into it because I don't know if you'd find all that interesting or not. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, and we'll do the video some other way. Also, I've got a couple of PCBs that I ordered that are pretty much cartridge PCBs for the Atari 2600 to make cartridges that are larger than 4 kilobytes. So they go up to 64 kilobytes, I think, incorporating bank switching technology using GAL and PAL chips. So a bit of that as well, and maybe to turn it into a multi-cart or something like that as well. Also, I've got the same type of cartridge PCB for the Kokut. And there's plenty. I mean, there's plenty of stuff. If there's stuff you'd like to see me do as well, down in the comments. I mean, suggest something. I've got many more old computers. I've got a TI 99-4A with a load of cartridges and manuals and all boxed and all that I managed to pick up there about 7 or 8 months ago. I've also got a MSX computer, a Canon V20. I've got a couple that we can look at and go through, and there's plenty of stuff involving Commodore 64 and other bits and pieces that I can make videos on. So, and that's basically what I'm looking to do with the channel in the future. So I hope you will join me for that. So to recap, leave a comment, please subscribe. You'll be in for a chance of winning one of these things. And there you go. Hope to talk to you very, very soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.